Good morning, team. Welcome back. This session is really exciting for us. We're live with Patrick. We're going to do some live trading for the next hour or so, and we're going to show you how to also use the new stuff. So very excited about that. Welcome, Patrick.
Welcome, everyone. I hope everyone have a good day today. So yeah, let's make it a good day together.
Let's go. So first of all, guys, let us know if you have any issues. You can send any questions on the comments. Let me play our disclaimer for a very few seconds, and then we're going to start. All right. So first thing, the market just opened, and we have some really important economic events coming in a few minutes. So we're going to monitor those. We can start by looking at the dashboard. So we're going to start the first few minutes in helping you set up like a routine and helping you understand how you can look at the data. And then once we do that, then Patrick is going to go into the chart and show us some live trading, and then we can answer any questions. So the first step, of course, we come from a very, very volatile week, or more than a week. It's about 10 days. So monitoring the VIX is the first thing that we want to do today. So we want to look at how the VIX is performing. If we look at the chart, the VIX is already approaching the one-day max. So yesterday we saw a big spike. I think our core resistance was still here, and then the VIX kind of dropped towards the end, and then it came back all the way to the one-day max. So we are now still at 24.5, so we're almost at 25. So obviously very high volatility. And also, if we go back to the dashboard, as you can see, this is all green for the VIX, but of course, this is not positive for the market because we have an inverse correlation. So we can see that we have a very big 25 core resistance level. So we know, of course, what the core resistance means. So it could be a reaction area. So monitoring that today will be very key. And also, if we look at also all the other expiration, we see like a similar picture. So we see a lot of like positive positioning around those 25, 24 levels. And also, yeah, that's 25 for the further expiration going forward. Then if we look at, if we bring up our SPX chart, as you can see, the picture is, of course, opposite. If we look at our Q score, so the Q score basically was released this week. And the goal of the Q score is to really give you a snapshot on the asset that you're looking for by looking at 4 different factors: option, volatility, momentum, and seasonality, right? So we are in a very low vol. So the score goes from 0 to 5 on the 3 factors right here, and goes from -5 to +5 on seasonality. So we are in a very low option environment. So we can see that there's a lot of like negative gamma accumulating at this 5,800. This is our put support level. And if we look at all the expiration, we can also see that basically for the 0DT options, we have a lot of like negative positioning. Our put support for 0DT is 5,850. Our core resistance is 5,935, but we don't see a lot of like positive gamma right here. So obviously that's what the system is telling us, the picture. If we look at our skew chart, we can see that a couple of days ago, we were in a very strong put bias. That means that the implied volatility of out-of-the-money puts was way higher than out-of-the-money calls. The implied volatility of puts is kind of going down. We're still in this kind of area right here. And then if we look at our swing model, we are in a bearish environment. We can see that we have our upper band, and our upper band is 5,938, and we have our risk trigger of 5,618. So as you can see, kind of this is how the market turned over the past week or so. We can also look at the matrix and see basically the gamma that we have. We have 1 billion in gamma here, and then We have all the different expirations. Obviously, we're going to have OPEX in a few weeks, in a couple of weeks. So looking at the change, also we see that we have a negative change in gamma for 260 million, 0.91 over the past day. So that's important to understand. And of course, we can also look at our DEX chart right here and also looking at our other models. So let's go on QQQ. See a very similar picture as we saw on SPX. Our Q score is all kind of positive, pointing to a negative kind of sentiment. We're in negative gamma. And now we can kind of look how the intraday data did. So how did we open? So let's see, basically switching over to intraday and looking at our 0DT net gamma exposure chart. We have our put support at 490 and our core resistance at 500. We can also see our JAX difference. So versus yesterday, what happens? So we see a lot of positive positioning accumulating at these levels for about 6 to 8 million at this 490. And then we can monitor as once we go through all the different snapshots. So we can see what's going to happen throughout the day. And then, of course, basically, we can also look at our liquidity snapshot right here. So we can see, for example, very, very quickly, if we are in a negative or positive gamma condition, we can see our JAX has changed compared to the previous close. So we has increased by 2.85%. We can look at the volume. So we can see, for example, how big is the call volume at the open and the put volume, what are the top strikes, and we can also see if our levels have changed, right? So compared to the previous one. And then, of course, we can also see our top positive and negative jack strikes. If we go back to our trading view, we can also add our new indicators. So for those who have seen, now the indicator will automatically update. So we have our end of day levels. We can add our intraday levels. And as you can see, we can quickly update the data to the latest version. And then we also have our blind spot level, and we can also update those. So in a few seconds a day, you can really have the indicators automatically updated. Now I can simply go from my watch list right here without having to input any levels, and then open up all the different charts. So before I pass it on to Patrick, we can also start creating our plan by going into the indicator setting and now looking at the new feature, which is really our trading roadmap. So the trading roadmap allows us to basically create a sort of like plan for the day. So we are now looking at some areas that are going to become relevant. So the system automatically draws these areas for us, and this could become our entry point, our exit point, the areas where we don't want to trade. And then Patrick is going to go into more details about this. But basically, this is a really new feature that we have. And also, if you want to then turn it into a cleaner chart, you can hide the levels right there. And now basically we have our indicators that will only have the roadmap selected. Sorry for that. And then Patrick, let me know when you're ready. I can pass it back to you.
Yeah, give me 1 second and then I'll be ready.
No worries. Let us know if you have any questions, guys. All right, so this is how the indicator can look for you if you hide the levels.
All right, looks good now on my side. Okay. I have to be really careful at the moment.
I think we lost you,
Economic
Patrick.
data. You lost me?
Yeah, we just lost you for a second.
Oh. Okay, so why I was going long, because we get economic data. We get the momentum to the upside. So we was coming back from GEX1. So we was seeing that GEX1 was really holding strong. So this was one of a really good sign. And what we was also seeing is we have here the VIX on this side. So if you're looking to the VIX gamma levels, we're hitting again the one-day max, and we get yesterday exactly the same. So we was going over one-day max on the VIX, then we hitting the call resistance, and then we came down. And at the moment, we can see how the VIX is coming down. And this is something what I really like with the VIX coming down. This is a good sign for the market. Think about it's always the upper side, not always, but very often. If the VIX.
I think we lost you again, Patrick. I don't know if it's audio issue.
I'm here. Fabio, you see me?
Yeah, I see you. We lost you for a second. I think we lost the audio.
Okay, so no worries. I will stop. You can see me now?
Yeah.
Fabio?
Yeah, if you want to put the screen back, I could see you. I could not hear you.
Okay, so give me 1 second. I will put this back. Here we go. Give me 1 second. Okay, so but I can tell you in the.
Now, Patrick, we're losing your voice.
Okay. What's going on? I'm here, Fabio. You see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay. I don't know what's going on at the moment on my side, but at the moment, I was long with the economic data. Maybe I will share. I don't know if you lose me again. No worries. So what I was doing at the moment is really simple. And we were seeing this yesterday also. Let me know, Fabio, if my presenting is now good.
Yeah.
All right. So as we can see, and this was the same exactly yesterday. So we holding the GEX1 level, and then we get the economic data, we get the push. And what was happened on the VIX, Fabio? We hitting again the one-day max really smooth. Yeah. So you see this as we hit one-day max today, and then the VIX came down again. What we were seeing yesterday, Fabio, yesterday we hitting the call resistance, we was going to the upside, and then after.
No, we lost you, Patrick. I think it's just the audio, but basically, yeah, we were hitting the core resistance on the VIX, and then basically it came down, and then the market reversed. So let's see if Patrick comes back. Let us know, guys, if in the meantime, if you have questions. So as Patrick was mentioning,
all right, I'll be back. So now over my smartphone. So it's the second opportunity. So we are absolutely flexible. Sorry that I cannot stream on my smartphone at the moment. So what I was seeing and what I was saying is, as we can see, so we was hitting on the NQ the GEX1, so always waiting for reserval, waiting for the confirmation. Don't get in directly at the open. So in the open, we get a little bit sell off what we were seeing all the days before. At the open, the market started to sell off a little bit, and then we get the reserval. We were seeing this yesterday. We were seeing this so many days, and this was exactly what was happened today. And this was my trading opportunity. So we hitting the GEX1 on the NQ. So this was a good confirmation. And also we're getting economic data. And what was a second confirmation? If you're looking to the VIX, to the volatility index, you see we was hitting the 1-day max. So what is basically the 1-day max telling us? So Fabio, maybe you can say something about this so that people can understand this. But wait, so we was going now down. So we hitting the 1-day max, and then we came down on the VIX, what gives me a really good opportunity for my long, because very often if we see this, so if the VIX goes down, the market goes up. If the VIX goes crazy to the upside, the market goes down. And this is something where you can work. And this was basically my trading setup. Now I'm out of my position because the market came down again. So taking my profits, and that's it. Really simple and really easy. And this is the cool thing when we're working with MenthorQ, Fabio. So all the levels telling us where we can go in and where we can go out. Because at the end, so if you're asking us for risk management, when we should go in, when we should go out, of course we cannot give you financial advice, so we are not in the position. But for me as a trader, how I'm using this is I'm using always the major levels. So what are the major levels? What we have? We have call resistance, put support. We have the high vol levels, and we have GEX1 to GEX3. This is for me my major levels. And if I see that some level of this is very holding very strong, and I see as second confirmation something in the wicks or something on the SPX, and some level is also holding there, boom, I will take it. And where I can place my stop loss, I can place it maybe below the next level. So if we see GEX1 on the NQ, it's a 2300. We have an ATR maybe from 20, or we have a pin risk from 25 points. So basically I will go 30 points, let my bring my max loss on 30 points or 35 points, and then I let the position run. I have a good risk reward, really simple and easy, Fabio. And I think that's something why I'm liking MenthorQ, really. So it helps me to improve with my entries and with my exits. How I should know that I should go now long on the NQ when I know that there's a good position to re-enter. Without the gamma levels, I have maybe no idea. Maybe I would use my own support and resistance. Maybe I would use something different. But with the information that there's the GEX1, that's amazing. This is a really cool thing. And it was holding very strong. And come on, so everyone would take this. Really simple.
Also, Patrick, you can also see the move from GEX1 to all the way from put support. So you can also use it as profit targets, right? So if you want to understand when can you get out, you know that there's a big level here that will become a reaction area. So which hold perfectly, you see the wick here.
Yeah. And I see some comment about the roadmap. About the ratio. I don't know, Fabio, if you was answering this already, but I can only speak for me. How I'm using the trading roadmap, what ratio I'm using. So I'm starting with the ratio from 4. So have always 4 in your mind, and then depend on the day, you can go maybe to the ratio 3 or 2 as a day trader, or if you like it more like position trading and holding for 1, 2, 3 days, then I would go maybe to 5 or something like this. But take out some gamma levels. You don't need really all gamma levels for the trading roadmap to get a much clearer roadmap. Think about when we was using the trading roadmap principle, we were starting and take out the gamma levels, the GEX 1 to GEX 5, and we was looking only to GEX 1 to 5, and then the major levels, and that's it.
Yeah.
And it's the same principle.
How would you basically read this area, Patrick? So now you have the roadmap. How would you then use this to kind of plan your next trade or your next entry level?
Yeah, so at the moment, I would be looking to the VIX. If I would be trading the NQ, for me, really important is at the moment the VIX. So what is the VIX doing? The VIX is at the moment going through the GEX 2 level, end of the day level. And this gives me also a really good confirmation. So, and we getting out of the box. So is there a really good timing? Is there a really good setup? Yes, you can go for some points. You can put your stop loss a little bit above, maybe risking 10 points. The VIX is on your side, so the VIX goes at the moment to the upside again. We are above GEX 2, so this is some opportunity what I also really like, and what you can target. So we have also now what we can target as traders. So we can target now again the GEX 1 level on the NQ. So we can trail this. So whatever you want. So it's really good, and this is something what I'm doing daily. So if the market against me and we're getting up again, I will taking my profits. Every know who knows me, I'm really quick in, I'm really quick out. If I have some profits, I save always my profits, or I trail my profits, because I will not lose my profits. If you're looking to the QQQ, this is also really important. It's important for you to have the full picture. If you're looking to the NASDAQ, look to the NQ, look to the QQQ, and look to the NDX. I'm personally using most of the time the end of the day levels. And at the moment, the QQQ end of the day levels is on put support 0 DTE. So can we hold the put support 0 DTE? Yes or no? So this is a really good information for you, because if you know that the QQQ is on put support and you see that we come maybe back again, and you're wondering, hey, why we come back again on the NQ? The answer is really simple. Look to the QQQ. The QQQ is at the moment on put support 0 DTE. Take attention on this. So where we are now, and if we're breaking put support 0 DTE, let's go. So we can target GEX 1, but we should be very careful of this. Looking to the QQQ, looking to the VIX, looking to the NQ, and you get a good picture. And if this is too much for you, I don't know. But this is how it goes. You need always a second confirmation in trading. Always. Not only looking to the NQ, you have to look also as a futures trader, in my opinion, to some different assets. Maybe looking to the QQQ, looking to the SPY, whatever you like, because there's highly correlated between the QQQ and the SPY, and also have always the VIX on your side. But now the market came down, so we're breaking through put support 0 DTE, and this will give me some really good confirmation for my setup. And look at this, we can now target the GEX 1. Boom. Now we can take our profits. We was hitting GEX 1. We was breaking put support 0 DTE. Boom. And the VIX goes up. So exactly what we want to see. This is exactly what we want to see.
Yeah. And we can also convert the levels from QQQ to NQ, so you can have everything in one chart. So now we see basically that we broke our put support from QQQ here. We are now at 2 strong JAX level, one on NQ and one on QQQ, JAX 2 here. So now it's a very interesting level to monitor.
Yes. And again, so if you're looking maybe for some really good pullback, GEX1 is again maybe a good opportunity for you, because if you're looking now to the QQQ, what we have. So we breaking put support 0 DTE, but we are approaching now 2 gamma levels. We are approaching now GEX2 and we are approaching now GEX5. So at the moment, it looks like we're holding GEX2 and GEX5 and we're holding GEX1 on the NQ. So if you was taking the short, you can take also the upside. And what is the VIX doing? The VIX is giving a little bit up, only a little bit, not so much as we want to see, but there's the opportunities for you guys. If you were seeing before that we going up to the GEX1, there's most of the time always the opportunity that we can go to the upside again. Maybe for a few points, maybe not a big move, but maybe for 20, 30, 40 points, and you get it. I speak only for the NQ. I'm an NQ trader. And look at this. So now the QQQ is battling on the put support again, put support 0 DTE. So can we hold now the put support 0 DTE? And can the VIX breaking the GEX2? That's now the main question. If we breaking the GEX2, if we holding put support 0 DTE, there's a highly big opportunity that we're going through GEX2, the 20,400 on NQ. If we're going through this, boom, we get it again. So now let's watch what happens. If we give up, no worries. We have the GEX2 2400. Maybe we can looking for the next short opportunity. But have always a plan in your mind what you really like. It's not like really quick. I'm now going long, I'm going short. Have always a plan, looking for an A+ setup. Look what you really like. And that's it. And I hope my audio is now better, Fabio. I don't know why on my laptop on my stream doesn't work, our tool at the moment. So Zoom works perfect. StreamYard I have a little bit trouble with. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, the audio
this is back here.
Yeah, so very interesting. So look at the strong reaction, put support 0 DTEs, of course. And let us know, guys, if you have questions. Sorry for the technical issues. Then maybe, Patrick, if you want to like also describe the things that you do when you are in the live trading rooms, maybe that would be good.
Yeah, it's exactly the same what I was doing now with you guys. Of course, with our technical issue, normally I will share my screen with you what I was doing before. I will let you know what is my trading idea, why I'm taking some trades, why I'm thinking this is a good idea. Then I'm not speaking about this. I'm doing this. What I'm saying, I'm doing. And also, we have open mic in the pro community. What is this meaning, open mic? So I'm not the clown in the front. You're not watching some YouTube trading show. But on our side, we are very interactive. So this is meaning you can speak with us. You can speak with fellow traders. You can speak with like-minded traders. We have one principle, and this is very important for us. We are a team. So as a team, we have much more eyes on the market. So someone is, for example, looking to bookmap. He see, hey man, there's a liquidity, there's some iceberg, there's a stop run. Be careful. And then we help us. I see with my experience maybe some price action. I see maybe, for example, hey, look at this 1 day min. We was holding 1 day min all the days, really crazy. This is a good long opportunity. This is where I will be go long. If you be go short, maybe this could be the opportunity for you to take profit. So in this case, we helping us. And we can also ask fellow traders, hey, what do you think about this trading idea? Are you agree with this? Because we are not all NQ traders. We have also ES traders. We have, for example, John, a really good fellow trader. What he is doing, basically he's trading the Russell. So he's really good in the Russell. He makes a really good shutout. Then we have also Cherie. She was live with us. I think on Monday, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was Monday. She's trading NQ, she's trading ES, sometimes she's trading gold. Then we have some other traders, really good ones. So, and we help each other. And this is the team spirit. And this is something what I really like. And at the moment is exactly what I was saying. So we can go long if we're holding the put support, if we're breaking the GEX 2, but if we're not holding the put support, if the VIX is going more to the upside, boom, we get it to the downside again. And yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, we have some questions. Question from Justin. Is this all the signals you use to trade?
Oh.
The indicators?
So most of the time, yes. I have always the big. So I'm trading mainly the NQ. I'm trading always the NQ. 99% all my trades based on NQ. For me, based on NQ, what is this really meaning? So I have to looking into the full market picture as NQ trader or as a ES trader. You need the full market picture. So you need to know what's going on the SPX. You need to know what's going on the SPY. You need to know what's going on the ES. And I was telling you, and this is something what I'm really liking, is to having plot the ES on one chart, plot the SPY on the other chart, and plot the SPX on the other chart, and have there the levels, and always take a look to the VIX. Because as we were seeing today, we were seeing different levels on the QQQ than on the NQ. So for our NQ trade, we was using the QQQ chart. We was seeing, hey, put support, be careful. So this is something what I would be maybe not seeing if I'm looking only to the NQ. So this is why I'm looking always to the full market. And some guy was asking, Patrick, do you using end of the day or intraday? The answer is really simple for me. So I'm on the MenthorQ maybe since maybe 1 year for now, and I was become really successful with MenthorQ with the end of the day data. So I think we was releasing the intraday data for 5 months, 4 months, Fabio?
November,
October?
Yeah. November,
yeah. November. And before we have only end of the day data. And end of the day data was working perfect. It was amazing how this was working. So for me, I see no reason to change my system. So if your system is working well, there's no reason to change this. But there's one single reason when I'm using intraday levels, and this is when we're getting big price moves. What I mean with big price moves. So everyone knows the carry trade last year. We got a strong sell-off, and we would be so much happy if we're getting end of the intraday data, yeah, and not only end of the day. So if we're getting new information about how the one-day min looks, how the one-day max looks, if there's new calculation. So in case like this, if we see crazy sell-off, if we see a crazy upside move, if we're getting FOMC and the market goes crazy and wild, if we're getting CPI or something like this, that's something where I'll be looking for. And also, I be based in Europe at the moment, and I plot the intraday levels doing the Europe session. So the last intraday snapshot, I'm adding to my European session, because I was observing that the intraday levels, they're working perfect on the Europe session, so on the London session. So what I'm meaning, so I'm using the QQQ levels, the last snapshot. Fabio, when is the last snapshot?
3:30 p.m.
3:30. So this snapshot I'm using if I'm trading the European time. And then I'm switching after the European time. I'm switching when the US stock market is open. I'm switching to the end of the day levels. Boom. That's it. This is something how I'm using it. I know everyone is being different with this, but this is my setup.
Yeah. It's a good question, Mike. So let's go through basically when the levels update. So if you go back to your dashboard and go back to your accounts, go through our guides, and we have documentation about this. So you can come here and go under our products, and then you have your intraday gamma levels. And then here we have all the times. So we update at 7:45. So pre-market, 9:35, 10:30, all the way to 3:30. 7:45, it's important because it's when the updated open interest is released to the market at around like 5, 6 a.m. So we get the updated open interest. We will calculate the levels pre-market. And then, of course, we start at the open all the way to the close. And this one is important because if you have an earnings report like an NVIDIA session, you might want to look at the last snapshot to understand where the market is going. So are they more bullish or bearish ahead of the event? Or the same thing happens when there is like the Fed speaking. So you could have the 130 level updating, so you can see what the market is thinking ahead of the event. So you can also use that data there. And then once you get that, we also can go into the app and look at the intraday snapshot right here. Just click on intraday, and then basically here you would see basically here we still have the 935, the 1030 will come up very soon. So here we see basically our net JAX 0 DTE, our JAX difference, our all expiration net JAX at the open at 935, and then of course volume will start updating as the market evolves throughout the day. If we go back to yesterday, what we can also do is play back the day. So we can, for example, click on our chart here, and as you can see, we have nine updates. So this is the 330. We can go back to 230 just using the arrows on your keyboard, or by clicking the arrows right here, and then basically you can go back all the way back till the opening. So you can see how JAX evolves throughout the day. You can also compare that on your chart and see things that are maybe taking effect. Then, of course, our Q is up here.
So, guys, we are now again on the put support 0 DTE on the QQQ. We are again on the GEX2 level on the VIX. And now let's see if we can go and choose the GEX2. So the GEX2 on the NQ is at the moment 2,400. We have at the moment the same setup what we get a few minutes before. I belong on my side at the moment. So let's see. Why I was going long? If you're asking me, so in the moment as we breaking the put support 0 DT on QQQ, gives me a little bit confidence. In the moment where I was seeing that the VIX is breaking the GEX2, it gives me also confidence. And this was basically my trade entry signal. And then we're getting the big candle. I'm out now, taking my profits, and that's it.
Nice.
So, and if you're asking me, so yes, I'm taking also sometimes losses. My gross loss is at the moment 7,663. My gross profit 17,000. My total net profit at the moment 9,200. So sometimes the trade idea works. Sometimes the trade idea doesn't work. But it's more important that if you're cutting your losses very fast. If you see that your trade ID doesn't work anymore, get out. If you see that the market may be pullback, get out, because I think personally we can re-enter anytime. And we need only as day trader some points, especially if you're trading the NQ. You can make on the NQ so nice money. So it's so volatility. There are so nice opportunities where you can make money. And this is something what I'm personally really like. And then Justin, you was asking me, thanks, Patrick. Would it be okay to get a summary of this in the community? I can DM you. I haven't started yet. I am in Scott's trading room. Welcome. And it's a lot to learn. And I wonder if I should learn. I start more simply. Okay, Scott. I understand you. So, but my summary will not help you. So because my trading style is a little bit different. You must know I'm trading. I have capital. I have institutional capital. I backed up from institutionals. I'm trading for investors. I'm working with institutionals, so I have a lot of money on my end. So I have enough capital. And for me, my trading style is big different. But as you can see, so the trading ideas, they're working. But as a beginner, so if you be new and you want to observe this, the only thing what I can really say to yourself is go to the market and start first observing. And this is something what I'm doing. I'm watching the market every single day. I have as NQ trader, I have my NQ chart on the left side. On the other side, I have my QQQ chart, and below I have my RIX chart. And I'm observing this, and if I see something that especially the put support 0DTE was triggered, it was holding. Look at the RIX. The RIX is going now to the core resistance. Perfect. So we're getting a perfect setup, champs. As a day trader, as a scalper, this is something what we really love to see. This is so amazing. This is free money for us. And if we're not able to read this, then I don't know. Then you need a little bit more time to understand how the level is working. Go in the academy. We have everything in the academy. We was explaining every single level, what they're doing, and then connect the dots. But Fabio, I think for the people, it's really important to understand, and maybe you can explain this for the people. What are the difference? Why people should look to the QQQ? Why people should look to the NDX? And why people should look to the NQ? Because there are some different option chains, yes, and different traders on each asset, correct?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I think it's important. We always stress about this because if you're trading NQ, you need to understand who you are going against with. You know, what are you competing with? If you are trading QQQ, what are you competing with? And also, like, can a move in QQQ affect a move on NQ? So correlation and market. So if you look at the option chain on QQQ versus MDX, you can see basically, let's go to our end of day, like, for example, the amount of gamma that is available for QQQ and NDX. So QQQ has a much more gamma because is an asset that is widely traded by institutions, by retail investors, by 401k plans. So everybody that is trying to get an exposure to the technology sector would buy QQQ. Those type of investor is most likely going to be a longer term investor, similar to what you do in SPY. So the investor that invests in SPY is most likely going to be a longer term investor. You know, you want to benefit from the market, right? And here you can see, for example, how big the gamma is for QQQ. And then you can go and look at NDX, right? So NDX is the Nasdaq index, but like you will see that gamma profile of the Nasdaq is much smaller than the QQQ. So using like the QQQ levels could be a very interesting idea when you're trading in Q. And you can do the same thing for SPY and SPX. So looking at the SPX volume versus ES could help you understand what's going on. if we see a divergence, so if we see, for example, that our swing model is bearish on QQQ but is bullish on NDX, or maybe the opposite, if it's bullish on SPX but bearish on SPY, what does that mean? There's a divergence there. So you want to understand what's happening with that data. Why are we bullish on SPY and bearish on SPX and vice versa, right? Because those are going to be highly correlated assets. And then you can then plot everything onto your chart and basically have that data available to you at any time.
Yeah. And Scott, here's the next part. So how you can read the market, how you can use this as a day trader. Maybe you need only a few points if you're trading the NQ. So what we were seeing, so the market came down, the NQ, correct? So we're getting a bigger candle. So no worries. How you can predict this? So how you can go in this trade? How I will be using this? I was looking into the wicks. What I was seeing on the wicks, Fabio, maybe you can open the wicks. So the wicks was hitting the call resistance USDT and the gamma wall USDT perfectly on point, and then we're getting some price action. Boom, we're getting a little bit tiny reaction to the upside from the wicks. So this was basically also seeing in the candle for the downside on the NQ, and also we was approaching the put support USDT again on the QQQ. So we was touching the put support USDT. There was maybe my signal. Okay, we was going not prove the put support USDT on QQQ. It's time to getting out of my short position on the NQ. Why I was going into the short? The call resistance was touching on the wicks. We getting the candle. We breaking GEX2, and I was looking to the QQQ, and I was seeing we're not breaking put support USDT at the moment. So getting out of my short position, because I want to see that I'm holding my short position longer and we breaking the put support USDT on the QQQ. Now we holding the put support USDT on QQQ. Let's see what happens if we getting a down move or if we holding this. I'm at the moment not trusting this. I'm not in the game at the moment. I will waiting what happened now. But that's something what you can read. You can connect the dots and you become so quick in this. If you see price action on the VIX be hitting in really good level, and you see some price action is happen on the NQ, boom, take it. If you see some price action on the QQQ and you see some price action on the VIX, you can take it on the NQ. So you can connect the dots together. It's so amazing. It works really well. And we're doing this all with the levels, Fabio, correct? So there's we don't hide something. It's all about the levels.
Yeah.
Of course, there are some other traders. They're looking into the bookmap. They're looking in some other tools. That's good. That's fantastic. You should have always a second confirmation. And if you be, for example, you were speaking about Scott, you were speaking about bookmap. No advertising at the moment here, but if you like bookmap, if you like what Scott is doing, if you be successful with this, that's perfect. That's amazing. But we from MenthorQ giving you a second confirmation. We can really match together. You were seeing this, how everything works together. And if you have this on your chart together with maybe your bookmap or some other tool or some other trading signals where you generate with other indicators, that's amazing. So you can have a second confirmation, and this is how it goes.
Yeah, and I think also, Patrick, the correlation is very important, right? So let's see that now we're approaching this VIX level. Let's see we see a break there. Then you will see the NQ kind of like skyrocketing to the upside, right? So monitoring those in conjunction, I think, is very key.
Yeah. Especially as a scalper. If you're scalping the NQ and you're doing the same what I'm doing, you're trading only the NQ, that's your focus. Focus on the news, have always some news source. That's number one, what you should have. I'm using PickSuite. I'm using News Squad. It's a little bit more expensive. I pay a bigger fee for this, but I get audio, I get the news. I know when Trump is doing something, why the news at the moment key for me as a trader, because at the moment we have headline risk, Fabio, correct? There can become every single minute something out. And if you miss this, man, you miss a good opportunity. So headline risk is also there. And this is something why the news sources is for me really key. Second, what is really key for me? As I remember, I'm an NQ trader. I'm trading mostly 99% only the NQ. For me, really important is to have everything on my chart, have the big picture, looking to the QQQ, looking to the NQ, looking to the VIX, and sometimes also on the NDX. Not always, but sometimes. I like to have the full picture from the market. And then I'm using end of the day data. Why I'm using end of the day data? I was explained this before. They're working very well. I was really highly successful with the end of the day. When you should use intraday, you can use it anytime if you really like this. But intraday are really powerful when we getting crazy market moves, when we get economic data, when we get earnings, or when we get some Trump speeches and the market goes wild and crazy. But what you should always using, and this is something what the people miss, and if I'm looking to the comments in the community, Shams, I'm reading really often your comments in the community. I'm not so much active anymore. You will find me more on the pro, but there's at the moment some discussion. Should I use intraday data, the intraday levels, or should I use end of the day levels? That's at the moment really strong, the discussion. I would say use end of the day as NQ trader. I'm speaking only for NQ. Use end of the day, use the intraday if something has happened, but the liquidity summary, this is something where you should looking for. This is your key, and this is something what I'm missing in the discussion, Champs. You have to look to your liquidity summary. Everything is written down in the liquidity summary. If there's some change in the intraday data, you will find this in the liquidity summary. And you have not to plot the intraday levels. You can read this. It's really simple, really easy. And also, we have the new dashboard. So as a futures trader, I'm highly recommend to you, go in our app, use the QQQ, use the NDX intraday levels, and then you can look into the change, the GAG change from the last snapshot to the actual snapshot, or the last snapshot versus the end of the day data. And then you see on the GAGs levels really good how everything is changed. So this gives you a directly visualization, correct?
Yeah.
And this is something what I'm missing in the discussion channels. Don't make it so complicated. Why I be so successful at the moment or since the last years? Why people trusting me and why people like Fabio saying, hey, I love what Patrick is doing, because I make it as simple as possible. I'm staying on the basics. I'm not falling into the trap. Should I'm using intraday? Should I'm using this? Should I'm using this? No, I'm using always what is simple and easy to understand.
Yeah.
And look at this, Fabio. You was saying this because you was listening. What has happened? We are now getting price action on the VIX. You was predict this, Fabio. You was seeing that. See what happened on the VIX. The VIX goes to the upside. We was breaking put support 0 DTE. We was breaking the GAGs too. Now we're getting the price action to the downside. Simple and easy. We can take now some nice profits if you was looking into this. What I was telling you.
Yeah, it's very important. Yeah, this is like a very, very good example of using correlated assets and gamma levels on correlated assets to potentially spot a reaction, right? So we had a very strong reaction here, JAX2 all the way past put support UDTs. The core resistance acted like as a very strong support right here, so we failed to break it. You see the move right here. We break, we went up, we tried to retest, and then the market failed to break that level. On the QQQ side, now we are back here, and think about those levels as support and resistance areas, but using the power of option data. So this is not based on price action, it's based on option positioning and option data, which is obviously very important.
And you know, I'm trading the 1 minute time frame. I'm in again with some contracts. Why I was in again? Because of course there was the candle, and I will make a screenshot later for everyone. You can see where I was go in, where I was go out, and I don't tell you any bullshit. I'm in now in the position, and here's why. I was talking this before. It's the same setup. We see now that the put support on 0DT, on QQQ, end of the day data is holding. It's holding. We're getting this. The put support 0DT is holding. We're getting the move. And also we're getting the reaction on the VIX. We could not break X2. We was getting the price action on put support 0DT, and here we go. We take it. We take the long. Boom. Perfect. Sometimes it's too easy. Taking the profits now. Boom. I'm out.
Nice. And same principle. Look at this. GEX2 on the VIX. And of course, if you want to learn how to read this, you can go back to our dashboard. And if we go back to our end of day, then we can look at the VIX and we can see basically where our GEX2 was, which was at 2350. And basically the 2350 is this level right here. So this strong level, look at how strong this body is. So basically strong reaction, move to the downside. Now we are trying to see if we can go back to core resistance or break up above there. But yeah, very important to watch both.
Let me know. Maybe I'm trying to connect on StreamYard with my laptop again.
Yeah, let's see.
You can use and then I will try it again. Then I can show you. Oh, Fabio, maybe I will doing the screenshot so that we can. Here we go. Give me 1 second. Yeah, guys, if you have any questions, let us know. Yes, let us know. And I think this was a really good example today, how you can use it. And yeah, it's really simple. And I hope everyone taking advantage of this. So this was a really powerful example how you can use correlated assess, how you can leverage based on this. And my apologize again for my technical issue on my side, but I think in the last few minutes we give you everything back so that you get the best education outside.
Yeah.
All right. Fabio, are there any questions? I don't see it.
There's a question from Scott. Do you use any ATR stops, and what news sources do you like?
What news sources I like? So in the Pro Room, I was sharing my news setup, what I'm using. So I'm using the Pig Suite. I will not making advertising. They're having premium apps. So basically, I'm using the Neo Squawk. I'm using the audio. That's it. I have also some newsletters. I'm connected to the Reuters Econ. I have keywords there. If keywords meeting, I get immediately some notification. Really powerful, really nice. And this is something what I'm liking.
Yeah. And maybe Patrick, you also might wanna tell everyone what we do in the Pro basically on a weekly basis. So we have our 2 live trading sessions Tuesday and Wednesday at 9:30, and then we have a weekly accountability session on Monday where that's purely focused on understanding psychology, understanding what went right, what went wrong, and it's a very, very close session to understand, to help you guys learn. So maybe if you wanna share
Yeah,
what we
of course. Of course. So basically, we're starting the week every Monday. It's a weekly roundtable that we call it the Trader Roundtable. And in the Trader Roundtable, we meet us and we're speaking about the week, what you was learning, what you was observing, where you struggle with. We share our ideas, we share our knowledge, we share what we was doing great, we share what we was doing bad. So basically, we learn from each other, because I'm highly believe that everyone has something what he can share. I can give you some example. On last Monday, there was some person, because everything what is in the group on Monday call, it stay in the group. It's not recorded. This is why I give no name. But there was a person, and the person was sharing a really good trading idea, a really good setup. What this person was observing from the gamma levels about market condition and how you can approach this. And she was observing this many times. And this was so crazy. This was so helpful. And yeah, and then you can connect the dots together, because sometimes you're having really good trading ideas, you have really good trade setups, but there's some missing puzzle, what you maybe miss. And then someone is sharing something and you think, oh, crazy. This is maybe the missing puzzle what I need. Or if you struggle with something is holding you back, you can speak with the fellow traders and you can share your thoughts, because we as traders, we're going through so many up and downs. Every one of us. I'm going through up and downs. Other people going through up and downs. And why you should not taking the help from some other. And there's also something what I'm liking on the weekly roundtable is that this is personal. So we are all on camera, we are all on voice. So it's really friendly. It's like a family. It's like talking to some friends, and this is really powerful. And also we have Fabio there. You have me there. So you're getting insights. So you can use the session also to ask Fabio, hey Fabio, we have the new models. Can you explain me again what other models are doing and how I can use this as NQ trader? Should I use the momentum? Should I use the seasonality? Should I use something different? Fabio, can you give me some idea what I can do? Because that's the cool stuff, guys. I have everyday access to Fabio. I can share with Fabio my trading ideas. I get feedback from Fabio every single day. We are a team. We're working together. We're developing new ideas. We're doing crazy stuff together. And I'm growing also through the knowledge from Fabio and through the knowledge from the fellow traders. And this is something what you can get on Monday, basically. Really simple. Yeah. What you can get on Tuesday. On Tuesday, we have the live trading session. 2 hours. So he was doing what we was doing today. I share with you my trading ideas, what I was seeing in the market. But as I said, I'm not the clown. I'm not the guy where you're watching on YouTube and everything is hidden. No, we have open mic, guys and gentlemen and ladies. So what is this meaning? So you can speak with us. That's the power. So you can share your ideas. You can speak with us. Please be always respect. No bullshit. No disrupting us with any bullshit. It's really respectful. It's really family-like. And we have more eyes on the market. So if someone is seeing something, he shut this out. And that's basically it. And then Wednesday, we're doing the same again. We have the live trading session. And on Tuesday, Friday, we are off. We have the pro community. Sometimes we're posting there. Not very often, but sometimes, because we don't need the pro community what we have, like the Discord community where we have all our chat rooms. Why? Because all the people who are in the community, who are like-minded traders, they're connecting together. They write each other together messages. They become friends. They're helping each other together. And this is the crazy thing. And this is something what I really like. So they become closer friends. They become family, Fabio. And that's it. And we're growing. We're growing as a trader every single week. Everyone is growing. And this is something what I really, really like.
Yeah, and for those, if you guys wanna join us, we have a promotion going on until March 16. And if you join our premium or pro, also you will get, if you join our premium, you will get 2 live sessions starting next week for free. We will invite you to the session, and if you join our pro, you'll get access to all the different tools and all our meetings throughout the week as well.
Yes, and Jeremy, I like your comment. Patrick, Fabio, I'm loving these sessions at 11 a.m. US time, depend where you are. Please do more sessions like this. Yes, we do more if you find us in the pro, because to be really honest, I'm not so much active anymore. I was really thinking 2025 will be the year where I'm taking a step back, where I become no more so active in the community, maybe showing only up once a day, one time a week, because I want to also focus as a trader on my process. Because if I'm growing, then I can also share with you what I was learning. But then Fabio and me, we were starting the pro community, and I was so happy about this for the like-minded people. And this is something really different. It's a big difference if you have a big community where maybe 5,000, 6,000 people, or you have a small group where maybe 20, 30 people, and you speak to the 30 people and you share your ideas with the 30 people, and you know each other. So that's the part. That's, to be really honest with you guys.
Yeah, and maybe a question from Patty. So yes, we do have 2 live sessions per week, 9:30 to 11:30 Eastern time, Tuesday and Wednesday. So that's like 4 hours plus 1 hour weekly accountability session on Monday. So in total, 5 hours per week.
Yes. And for all of you who subscribe to the yearly subscription, Fabio, I think there's also some bonus what we're doing next week, if I remember. Maybe you can share this.
Yeah, there's gonna be 2 live sessions. Let me add this. Yeah, so you get 2 live sessions for next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, if you join us. Yeah. So you can be part of our groups and tradings. let us know, guys, if you have any questions. Let's see. Is it good to trade SPX, bull, put, and bear call spread using levels? Yes, of course. That's one of the use case. If you join our team, we have also a lot of traders who are doing that all day, doing SPX. So if you look at our YouTube channel, we have a session talk on Tuesday and Wednesday. So we talk about SPX 0DTEs, but we also have tomorrow, we actually have a session with Dan where we're going to talk about option spreads and spread strategy. So absolutely, you can use that for that type of strategy, of course. And we can also use our swing levels for more like longer term trades. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow as well. All right, let's see if we have more questions. And if you have anything to add, Patrick, let me know.
I think we was delivering very good. So the only thing what I can say is, again, really apologize on my end for the technical issue. I think I know what was the issue, because I have the issue since this week, and over the weekend I was using some cleaner software to clean all my bullshit on my desk, and maybe I was deleting something what I was not really like. So
okay.
Maybe I have to reinstall my trading desk again, to delete everything, reinstall Windows New, and then came back. I think this issue is really stupid. Again, really sorry about this, but I think I pay back the issue many times now today. So the session was really great. The price action was really great, and as we can see, so it's really like this. So you can go into the chart. So basically, if you NQ trader, use this what I was teaching you. I will promise you, if you do this and you're observing this, you will become more and more successful. But be careful. First, observing this, test this on your side, and if you like the strategy, you can use this. If you be an ES trader, so it's exactly the same. But you trading the ES, you're watching the SPY, and you're watching the VIX. Boom, and you're dropping out the price action. If you be a gold trader, it's also the same. So you can watch the GZ, you can watch ELD ETF, and then maybe as you have not the VIX, but you have the volatility index for gold. So boom, you can use this. So no worries. You have this. If you be a crude oil trader, you have this also. UCL, use the USO, and then use the volatility index for crude oil. Boom. It's the same principle. It's having the news, having this on your chart, crude oil, for example, crude oil, USO, and the volatility index for oil. Boom, everything is there, and it works perfect, Fabio. It works perfect. I don't know. I cannot say more. Sometimes I'm really thinking why people making this so complicated. This is what I can tell. This is what I can tell you. I'm not understanding why you overcomplicated simple stuff. Trading is, in my eyes, simple and easy. But you, with your mind, with your perfectionism, you make it complicated.
Yeah.
And this is something what you have to delete. That's it. That's what I can say, champs.
All right. So I think, yeah, this was, we see the price action here. So look at this. It's perfect. So yeah, guys, I think let us know if you like these sessions. Maybe we'll do more of these in the future. Let us know. Send us an email so you can reach out to us. Let me share the link. So if you want to send us an email, info@mentorq.com. And then, of course, you can also join and access our free resources. So create a free account and you can access our academy. You can join our mailing list. And then, of course, if you want to join our premium or pro community, we have a special promotion until March 16. By joining today, you'll also get access to 2 sessions with Patrick and the group next week. So that's a very, very good opportunity there. And then tomorrow, we're going to be live back with Ryan to talk about volatility. And we're going to be back with Dan to talk about option spreads and how to use the data to create credit spreads using options. So very, very, very good session for the week. So let us know. Thank you, Patrick.
Yep.
Have a good day, guys.
Have a good one, everyone. And let us know if you have some question. If you have some question about the pro group, you can send me also some message. Send us an email at info@mentorq.com. Fabio will send a message to me. I will answer the question back to you. The easiest way is really send us the email info@mentorq.com. If you be really So maybe Fabio, we can make a deal with the people who listen to this. If you give us a good reason why you should use maybe one session on the pro, and you be really interesting in, and you let us know what you want to see, if you maybe join one pro session with us, then we will reach out to you and we will surprise you. Okay, guys? So I think we can do this. So if you want to take this really seriously and you're really interesting in one pro session to figure out if this style is working for you, if this is something what can fit your interest, I understand this. So send us a message on info@mentorq.com. Give us a clear overview what you want to see in the pro session, so that we can also become accountability to you, that we know what you want to see, what you expect if you join us maybe for one session, and then we make this happen and we let you know when you can join. All right?
Sounds good. Awesome.
But only seriously questions.
I like it. Thank you, Patrick.
All right. We see us, friends. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.